So the new tool that we have is actually pretty useful, both for the IT side of the house and maybe perhaps for other, executives. So let me go into it. Under account management, you go over here, you click on dashboard. Now, what it does is for the IT or the account management side of the house, it literally gives you a snapshot in real time of what's occurring. So what you'll notice here is, at a quick glance, I see all my active users. I see how many of the new registered people I have. I see how many meetings have occurred, how many toll-free minutes, how many of our cloud room connectors are in usage, how many webinars we have running, what our total for the storage used is. As I scroll down, I then have my top 10 users by meeting minutes. So for you guys, it makes sure that the people that have these or the users that you've allocated are actually being used. For perhaps a VP of sales or whatnot, they can quickly glance and say, hey, looks like Mo is having the most meeting minutes. Jacob is having the least. Why is Mo, who's, in sales, beating Jacob so bad? Why isn't Jacob using more minutes? Down below here, I can actually tell the top 10 locations by participants. So this can also help you for audio usage. So if you say, hey, we have a ton of usage in the U.S., but we have none in China, let's cut back on the China, deployment. I can also see exactly what we have as far as devices. So we're utilizing Windows, we're utilizing Mac, here's our iOS system, here's our video endpoints. You can also tell quickly at a glance, the meetings that are occurring. So we had 185 meetings. I can also switch this view, go to meeting minutes. We used, 20,000 minutes or 16,000 in this case. You can also quickly break it down by participants. So on July 14th, we had 801 participants jump into sessions. Now you can get even more granular on this. You can take a look at Zoom rooms and say, hey, how many are being used? So this one right here, the Bears room is being used. Everything else is available to be used right now. We can break it down to webinars. So if I go here, I can take a look at live webinars. We have none going on right now. But we can also take a look at past webinars. I can say, hey, there's 4 participants, screen sharing, video, recording. So IT has an overall view of everything that's going on. Additionally, if you guys have somebody that's having an issue, so let's say Carrie pings IT and says, hey, I'm having a tough time, something isn't working, you don't have to go search, ask for an invite, anything like that. I literally go, I see the meeting ID, I click it, and then now I can tell, okay, we have 2 people in, they're both on Windows, they're both in Austin, I see the join time, I can take a look, okay, how's video looking, how's audio looking, how's screen sharing looking. I can take a quick glance at all that before I jump in. At this point, I can jump in as an assistant and help her with the session. So if her video camera isn't working or her screen sharing isn't working, take a look at that and correct whatever issues we have.
Okay.
So this is not enabled on your guys' account right now. I'm going to light it up. Now, one thing to note, only the admins have access to this. So that may be you, maybe Bill, Tom, whoever the case may be, will have access to this. Your normal users will not have access to this.
Okay.
What do you guys think of this tool?
Looks good.
I like it.
Okay. Any questions on it at all?
I like it. So, for like the business one, how does it change for us? Are we the additional features that are out there, like getting to be able to create our own, put our own name out there, our own branding?
Yep. So what will be lit up, you'll have the ability to integrate with single sign-on. You will have a managed domain. We will then light up the dashboard, which we just went through. And then other things such as like reporting, you'll be able to quickly go in, take a look at reports here. So new users, meetings, participants, meeting minutes, all of that is available to be exported as well. You can do that, on a monthly level. You can get as granular as, so if we click over here to the usage, here's, some of the people that are using 2 meetings, 5 participants, 236 minutes. I can take a look at inactive users.
Okay.
We can pull telephony usage as well. So if we want to say, hey guys, we're looking at, 5,000 minutes a month, why is Crystal doing, 34 minutes and somebody else is doing 1,000 minutes? How come Crystal in sales isn't on the phone more?
Okay.
And then also, if you guys utilize our webinar reports, if you guys use the webinar platform itself to, run marketing campaigns, to run, new releases, press releases, whatever the case may be. We can actually pull registration reports, attendee reports, Q&A reports. So if Bill out of, Arizona says, hey, how long till you guys have this service, you guys can respond to him either in the webinar itself, or if it's, a really in-depth conversation, you guys can reach back out to him afterwards. And it will tie directly to the person that asked it.
Okay, good. Good. This actually looks better. This looks really good.
Yeah, and one of the other things you guys may like too is now we have group management. So what this does for you guys, if you guys roll this out to several people, so what you guys see here is we have a bunch of different divisions here. Pre-sales, sales, marketing, HR, execs. Well, you guys may want to have execs have different tools than marketing, or marketing different than sales. So when I click on execs, I see everyone that's in there. But under settings now, let me click on that and click it over. Here are the features that they have enabled: audio conferencing, cloud recording, H.323, and to actually see the device list. Well, let's say you don't want sales to be able to see, or this is exec, but if we're clicked on the sales, maybe you don't want them to be able to see all the device lists.
Okay.
You can uncheck that. So what you guys can now do is you guys can actually have different groups have different power or different tools.
Good, good. Okay. Are there any additional updates coming out for the iPad?
Yes, one of the main features that we're actually going to roll out, and it may have already rolled out, I have to double check, is that now when updates come from us to the iPad, it's going to automatically update. You guys don't have to undock it, take it to your laptop, update it there, take it back, secure it, and go. It's going to automatically push out. You guys aren't going to have to do anything.
Okay, good, good. Good. So how much of a change is it going to go from Pro to business? This is going to grow, and I already gave her a whole list of like all the rooms that we're going to add to this whole entire setup, how many additional we're going to need, and this is just going to keep growing, So if we can get this thing to run smooth, and all these areas, it's just going to, every room that I see that doesn't have a TV or they're using a projector, we're going to end up adding something like this, right? Because it has, I don't know, it's just, these features are great, right?
Right.
They're easy to use. Okay, well, I think this is great. This is moving and definitely in the right direction. I mean, it's more advanced. The reports is good. So we're going to have that turned on today?
Yep, I'll have it turned on by the end of today.
Okay, good. Okay, that's good. Let's move on to the additional 20 that we need, and then let me know if there's anything you need me to do on my part.
Okay.
But I'm ready. Okay.
All right, perfect. I'll talk to you soon.
Okay, thank you.
Thanks, guys.